It's very common for water supply authorities to either put chlorine or chloramine in the water supply. Now, what we have here is a little bit of tap water, and we can assume that there is already chlorine or chloramine in this. We're going to do a chlorine test here. What we have is 3 cups here, and I will be pouring tap water into these 3 cups, and we also have AB9 water here. So first off, let me pour a little bit of tap water into this cup. And next, in the second cup. So what I'm going to do in this cup is, I have some cucumbers here, and I'm going to be taking some of these cucumbers and putting them into this cup. Now, another thing that we commonly do in the kitchen is we wash our hands, often with tap water, most often with tap water. So let's simulate that in this third cup. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few of my fingers into this cup. A little bit cold, a little bit more, for good measure. Now let's do the chlorine test.
As we can see here, we are going to put a little bit of chlorine tester into all of these 3 tap water samples, and then also the AB9 solution.
So I'm going to begin pouring them into these smaller cups here. The second one that we have the cucumber in, and then the tap water that I used to wash my hand, and then the AB9 water put into this cup. First off, ordinary tap water, put a little bit of this chlorine tester. Already we can be seeing that this is taking on a yellow color, indicating that there is the presence of chlorine in this tap water. Let's take a look at the water that we were washing the cucumbers in. Interesting, it's not turning yellow. Why is that? The cucumber, actually what it is doing, it is absorbing the chlorine in the tap water. Let's take a look at what happens to the water that I put my fingers into. Very similar to what happened with the water that has the cucumbers in it. We can see that there's no clear discoloration, indicating that actually in this case, my fingers were absorbing, or my hand, skin, actually absorbing the chlorine in the water. So let's take a look at the AB9 water. The AB9 water is still transparent, we can clearly see, and no discoloration. So, what do you want to drink?